That's really weird. It's backwards for us today. YouTube is.
I don't know.
I'm not smoking crack or anything, am I? It's
no, I'm sitting on your right, and that has me sitting on your left. I don't know. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome
I'm Frizz here.
To the flock.
What the flock?
We're having a morning.
We are having a morning. I can't look at that and it's backwards for us, y'all.
If you sit in an angle, then you're kind of looking at yourself and not. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't understand why it's mirror imaged. I probably hit something.
It's okay.
Wrong side. See, I'm like, it's
doesn't
supposed to
help us to do our hair.
No, we can't do it before. Don't do it beforehand. That's just silly.
Yeah.
No.
It's been a morning.
But we had pancakes.
We did. We had pancakes, and we didn't have burnt, crusty waffles
with moonshine in it.
Moonshine. I'm so glad my husband never watches this. But so I'm sleeping, or no, I'm getting ready. I'm showering, getting ready to come here.
Yeah.
And I get out of the shower, and I'm like, what is that smell? It smelled awful. And so I finally get dressed, and I head downstairs, and it actually caused me to start coughing. The smell was awful. I'm like, what are you making? He's like, something very unsuccessful. And I was like, well, what is it? He is attempting to make waffles with moonshine, cream moonshine. The old smoky moonshine from Gatlinburg. Butter pecan, which butter pecan would be great in waffles, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah.
But I come around the kitchen side and I see this stack of like waffles that look mutilated, dark brown on the verge of burnt. And he's like, I'm still going to eat them. And I'm like, it's okay if you just put them in the trash.
Yeah, it's all right.
And he's like, no, waste not, want not. Well,
okay, I don't want that. So.
Yeah. I didn't realize that he still had another batch or whatever in the waffle maker. So as I'm coming around after getting my water to leave, he opens the waffle maker. Half of the waffle stays on this side. Half of the waffle stays on this side, which is never a good sign in a waffle maker.
Not good.
Getting it out.
Yep. Nope. Not good.
And I said, on that note, I'm leaving.
So I'm going to go now.
Good luck getting that out. And the waffle maker probably needs a good washing.
Yeah. That's a nice little scrubby scrub. Like not through the dishwasher.
No, because you can't really wash it because it has a plug. So
hand cleaning.
I'm gonna have to clean it, obviously, I'm sure, after his cleaning. But yeah, that was my morning of trying to get here. And so I get here and Sue's like, how about some pancakes? And I'm like, yes, please, because they are not moonshine waffles. So I had pancakes and bacon. It was delicious. And I learned that Sue does not like sweet for breakfast.
I don't do sweet for breakfast.
So she puts
it's not my thing.
Eggs on her pancakes.
I do. I don't do
no syrup.
I don't do syrup on my pancakes.
And her bacon can't touch the syrup either.
No. I'm one of those weirdies. Like, I'm a foodie. I'll eat darn near anything. Like, but there's certain things I'm really weird about.
Right.
Like, I want maple syrup on my sausage, on my bacon.
No McGriddles for her.
No McGriddles. I can't do it. I mean, I have done it. Don't get me wrong. When you're hungry enough, you'll eat just darn near anything. The McGriddle is one of them for me. No. Yeah.
I would douse my bacon in maple syrup.
Right. I get it.
So, yeah. I didn't today, but I did drag it through a little bit of what was left on my plate.
And you said that was good maple syrup.
It was good maple syrup.
Okay. All right. Well, it was a different maple syrup than I typically get.
It was good. I didn't pay attention to what kind it was, but
I don't know. Darker amber.
It was good. Yeah.
Maple syrup from, I don't know, whatever. It was good. I did get turned, like I grew up like upper poor, low middle class, especially when I was little.
Yep.
My mom would actually make pancake syrup with maple flavoring and brown sugar and whatever. And when we got to buy like Aunt Jemima or that at the grocery store, that was the treat. Then I come to learn that that's just crap. that's really just nasty stuff. The homemade was probably better for us than the stuff at the grocery store, but now I just get real maple syrup.
I have some.
I splurge and just get the real shit.
I have some I bought when we were in Canada.
Yeah.
And I haven't opened it yet. Because I'm like, I don't want to use it all up.
What the fuck are you waiting?
I don't know.
Jesus. I don't want to use it up. I don't want to use it up. We got Georgia,
East Central Illinois,
California, Illinois.
Oh, but
New Hampshire.
Sue had a good tip. That maybe we should have reduced the moonshine in a pan and made it more of like a
syrup to put on your waffles
on it instead. So you probably could have some moonshine on your waffles.
Why not? So, what the hell?
But yeah, don't. Sandy doesn't eat sweets for breakfast either. Sure.
Who doesn't eat something for breakfast, sweets for breakfast?
Trader Joe's has good prices on their maple syrup, apparently. I'll have to check that out.
Well, the Meyer maple syrup isn't bad. That's what Jamie finished up this morning. So I get the bigger jug of the Meyer's. But the one that you had, I think, is Kroger's.
Oh, well, it was good.
Kroger brand, darker, whatever, maple syrup, whatever. Real maple syrup.
Oh, we had someone else. Carolyn had pancakes too. Put leftover bacon in the batter.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Sounds good.
I would do that too.
Sounds good.
Actually, I did put. Well, I started making pancakes in the pan that I typically make pancakes in, but my damn pancakes were sticking because whatever.
Who knows?
You know, it's one of those stone pans that is the stone is not there anymore. So I said, well, maybe if I put some of the bacon drippings in the pancake batter, then maybe it won't stick. So I put a couple of tablespoons of the bacon drippings inside the pancake batter. So we had bacon flavored pancakes.
Nice.
With bacon. I didn't put the bacon actually in the pancakes, but I'll do that in the future.
That would probably be good.
Yeah.
And then when I put syrup on it, it will be like a McGriddle.
Right. But I won't put syrup on it. I'll just put an egg on top of mine.
And it'll be like a McGriddle with no syrup.
Right. Right. I'll just put an egg on top of mine. More Illinois, Chicago in the house. Got it. So I did not get a ton of knitting done this week. I did finish my mother-in-law's hat. If y'all, they were over last night for dinner, and so she took it with her. I'm sorry I can't, hold it up and show it to you. But if you want to see it, it's over on the Instagram page.
Yeah.
That was her colorful hat.
If you're wondering what colorful means, watch last week's episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was colorful, beige, tan, brown, gray.
Yeah.
With a black pom-pom. She loved it. It's great. It's awesome. So
as long as she liked it, that's what matters.
That's all there is to it. With that one, I did not. I don't really work on much else.
Stitch markers.
Stitch markers. That hat, that particular hat for my mother-in-law, that was crocheted. And for the crocheters out there watching, I don't have a pattern for my hats.
I'm chuckling because my stomach is making
it. Is.
Oh,
it's thanking me for the
very profusely thanking you.
If y'all can't hear it, maybe I'll put the microphone down for the belly tuck. It's kind of cute. It's saying, "Oh, you put food in me after the fasting overnight."
This is way better than what we saw at your house.
Oh my gosh.
So if you see me chuckle with nothing to chuckle about,
it's because her tummy is talking. So I do the ribbing first if I'm just free forming a hat. If I'm not going by a pattern. If I'm just free forming a hat from crochet, I do the ribbing first in the short way.
Yes.
Right. And I do it in single crochets through the back loop. Okay. So do 12 stitches across and single crochet through the back loop every single time. So you end up with ribbing that way. And you do that for like 4 inches less than the circumference of the head you want to go around.
Oh, because then you get
the negative ease that way. You get 4 inches of negative ease. And then you join it, you slip stitch, join it, and then you can do a single crochet through each row and then do your hat from there. And when you get up the length you want, then you just start decreasing. Yeah.
Okay.
It works.
That's easy.
Really, really well.
That's easy.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to know how many to cast on, or you don't have to have that formula for decreases. Yeah, it's just a whole lot easier. Follow a pattern, obviously, if you want to follow a pattern, but hers, she just wanted half doubles, so that's what I did.
Janet's not touching a pancake unless she's on the brink of starvation.
Oh,
Deb doesn't like pancakes either, does she? Isn't that what she...
No, she likes pancakes.
Well, there was something Deb doesn't like.
I can't think of anything really that Deb doesn't. She doesn't really like spicy things.
Yeah, me.
Until I make her something spicy, and then she eats it, and she's like, "Oh no, I like that. That's good." Oh. But if you go out and if it says spicy, she won't get it.
See, I just can't do spicy. It doesn't like me.
It doesn't like you.
Yeah.
I'm like, the spicier the better. I'm all over it.
And you've got a great. She does make amazing things.
I do like making breakfast. I have to admit, I like making breakfast.
I would eat breakfast for every meal if I could.
When Jamie was gone 3 weeks, I bet 3/4 of the time I had breakfast for dinner.
It's just easy.
Couple of eggs,
lunch,
piece of toast.
Yeah, one of my lunches last week.
Side salad, it's all good.
Egg that I made kind of omelet-like, bacon crumbles, like the real bacon crumbles, and cheese. I just made it in an omelet for lunch.
Yeah.
Because I had like 15 minutes before a meeting, and I could do that quick enough.
Yeah.
Before a meeting.
Yeah. So I made 2 pans of lasagna yesterday. So I have lasagna coming out my ears. I'm sure my husband will have it gone by the end of the week. I'm certain of it. There's 3 pieces left of the first pan. So really, from...
Well, you said he had a slice at 4:30 this morning?
Yeah, he woke up and he's like, all right, if I have lasagna. I'm like, I don't care. You know the rules. The rules in my house are you can eat as much as you want until it's all gone. And then you can't eat anymore because it's all gone. I mean, if there's something that I specifically want for something later, I'll either hide it so you can't find it or I'll put a note on it.
Yeah. My husband, we got Girl Scout cookies delivered to our house by little Daisy.
Yeah.
My friend's daughter. Anyway, my husband ordered 1 box because I asked him what he wanted. He's like, I just want 1 box of Samoas, the coconut caramel.
Yeah. Because they're delicious.
I think are disgusting.
Oh, okay.
So he can have his Samoas or whatever. I, on the other hand, ordered 3 boxes of s'mores, 3 boxes of Thin Mints, and 3 boxes of whatever the peanut butter one is with the chocolate around it.
Oh, yeah.
Tag-alongs, I think is what they're called. And they're sitting on the dining room table in a box. And he's like, having a really hard time not eating some of your Girl Scout cookies. And I was like, don't touch them. Don't even think about it. You wanted 1 box, and you ate your 1 box. So I leave for Washington, D.C. tomorrow for work. And I said, do I have to fear for my Girl Scout cookies while I'm gone? And he said, yes. So I have to hide.
You should have brought them
I
here.
have to hide my Girl
You
Scout
should have brought them
cookies.
here. You could have hid them in my spare bedroom or something. I would have hidden your. Well, I do have a Cookie Monster in there.
He probably would have found them. He would have
We
sniffed
would
them
just put them in my car.
out. I think I'm going to put them in my car and leave it parked at the airport.
That way, if he really wants them, he's going to have to pay the parking fee to get in
Go find my
and
car.
find your car. Yeah, just put it in your car. Like we hide our yarn in our car. Some of us, not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I
I was like, so I told him, I said, if I put them in because we sleep in separate bedrooms just for our sanity. And I said, if I put them in my bedroom, are they safe there?
No.
He said, probably. So I'm thinking if I bury them in there,
Hide them in his room. He'll never find them there, right? That's the last place that they would look, right? Is in their room. Like
I could put them under his bed.
Under his bed or behind some clothes in the closet, or
Yeah.
he would never find them. Never
I
find
should. I think I'm gonna put
do part of them there. You know, don't put them all in the same place. Don't
Just
put
in
all
case.
your eggs in one
just in
basket.
case.
Just in case, right?
I am. I'm gonna put some under his bed
Do
to
it.
see if he even notices.
That would be fantastic. It'd be so funny.
He probably won't because it's mostly my shit in that room too. Because that's my yarn room. He sleeps in my yarn room.
He sleeps in your yarn room.
Yes. We've got Toronto, Maryland.
We went all international.
Used to hide chocolate in underwear drawer.
Right?
That's
So
probably
they'll
a
never
good
find
place
it.
too. Yeah. I don't think he would ever go in my underwear.
You know
drawer.
what? Like, put it inside of like a feminine hygiene box.
I don't have those anymore.
Oh shit! Right? I'm sorry.
But that
That'd
would
be
work.
great. Pads inside of a pad
That
box.
would work.
Oh my god, so funny. Because they're all just ew. Like they wouldn't even want to touch just the
Although he more than willing, when I needed them, he would go shopping for me.
Well, yeah.
But
no, I mean modern guys will.
Yeah, he's not modern.
Well,
he just
Jamie
had a
would
lot of
because
women in his
Jamie
house.
would because he said he's over 50. He's a fuck it, I don't give a shit kind of.
That's probably where his attitude comes from. He's not over 50, but that's probably where his attitude
Again, I
comes
don't give
from.
a shit. Whatever. Oh yeah. So I had a couple of new listings up on.
Yes.
What?
Nancy.
What?
So her son's BFF just had a little girl, and we're already talking about putting her in Girl Scouts just so we can have a Girl Scout cookie dealer. I did. As soon as she got to the door, I said, my dealer's here.
Dealer's here. My dealer's here.
And I work part-time at Books and Brews Brownsburg here.
Yeah.
It's a bar-ish, restaurant-y type place.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Girl Scout cookie dealers were there yesterday from noon to 7 at Books and Brews. And I think they're coming another day too to deal their
I don't get a dealer to my door. Like I have to catch them places now
Yeah.
at the grocery store or whatnot.
Yeah, I can let you know when they're at Books and Brews again. But I jokingly said, am I going to have to take my Girl Scout cookies with me on the airplane? And I said, and then I can tell security that
You're keeping your cookies safe.
keeping my cracks safe.
My cracks safe. This is
My
my
cookie cracks.
necessity.
And he said, yeah, that's a quick way for you to get taken into like the side room and strip searched. And
I'm bringing these to the president, okay?
so yeah,
she's going to Washington.
yeah, that was an ordeal.
Yeah, you said you were gonna. She didn't tell me about this during breakfast.
So I started my new job 2 weeks ago tomorrow.
Right.
And that very first week, they're like, what are you doing February 5th through the 8th? And I was like, oh, I said, this year?
Working?
I did. I said, this year? I was like, I don't know, nothing. And my boss is like, well, you're going to Washington, D.C. And I was like, okay.
Alrighty.
Well, I work for the state. And things don't move quickly in any government entity, okay?
Mm-mm.
So getting travel approved, if you're traveling out of state, it has to be put in like 40 days in advance to like request to travel out of state. Well, mind you, I didn't have 40 days because I just started. So we finally got the ball rolling last week. So 5 days really before
Before you need to go.
Before I needed to
Get on
go.
a plane and go.
And somehow, by the grace of, I don't know what, it all got approved. But boy, was that a fiasco last week trying to get everything put through and approvals for this and forms for that.
So do they have the next thing going for your next trip, like next month?
I don't have all the stuff to even put in yet. You have to have an agenda, like a filled out agenda of what you're going to be doing. You have to have like all these ducks in a row. And right now, my next trip's not till May. So I have a little smidgen of time to get ducks in the row for May. But my saving grace there is my boss is going on that trip as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of on her as well to make sure we get everything put in. Because, yeah. Anyway, our admin, though, was amazing. She got everything put through and got it approved, and they worked really hard and got it all approved. So I appreciate that. And I fly out tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't been.
What is it that you're? Can you talk about what you're doing out there when you go out there?
It's an innovation academy.
Oh, and you're attending the academy, not putting it on.
Correct. But one of the people I'm going with is presenting at it as well.
Oh, okay.
So Indiana went to this Innovation Academy last year as a participant to like learn how to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's been invited back this year to present. But since we were just hired in, they thought it would be a good idea for us to go and see what they learned last year.
Yeah.
But Makes sense. All around suicide prevention for veterans is my new job.
Awesome.
So I'm mainly on the postvention side of it. So all the data and all that kind of stuff. But I have two counterparts. One is on the prevention and one is on like resources and intervention, I guess is what they're calling it. Prevention, intervention, and postvention.
Okay.
So
cool.
It's a
So you don't have to do car seats anymore.
No, and that actually makes me really sad.
Oh, yeah.
I love car seats. So I'm actually going to be taking my own vacation days to still do the car seat stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least to stay certified enough in it so that I can still have it listed on my resume and all that jazz. But yeah.
To me it's a little crazy that you have to take your car seat to the fire department to get it put into your car.
And it's not every fire department.
Right. It's like...
Yeah. It's a 4-day long course to become a technician, child passenger safety technician.
That's just ridiculous that it's that complicated to get a car seat into a car. Like, can't we do better?
One would think, but the car manufacturers don't speak to the car seat manufacturers and vice versa.
Well, they fucking should.
Well, they don't because it's all about money. Did you know car seats should never have cup holders? Because what do you put in the cup holder? What do you put in a cup holder?
I put all kinds of shit in my cup holder.
Right. And then if you're in a crash, what does all of those things become?
Projectiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're putting projectiles in your child's car seat. So when you're
fucking car seats? Car seats have fucking cup holders in them?
Like, yeah, one on each side.
What the flying?
Yeah. And then if they're removable cup holders, like that you can take them out and wash them, you have to put them back in. They're required to be in because that's how they're crash tested. But one of the manuals I read said the only thing that should go in the cup holder is a paper cup. Who in their right mind is going to give a child
a paper
fruit
cup
juice in a paper cup?
Right. No, it's always going to be a tippy cup. It's going to be a plastic tippy cup. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what it's going to be.
Or crayons or markers or whatever else.
Or
hot dogs in their cup.
Right. Yes. Whatever it is they have in their hand when they set it down, it's either in their lap or in their cup holder.
Yeah. Barbie shoes. Yep. So
pencils.
Super dangerous.
What moron thought it was a great... What moron, really, seriously, what moron thought it was a great idea to put cup holders in a car seat?
But people won't buy them without cup holders. So if you do like a cost,
if they're not fucking available, they won't have a fucking choice.
yes, but then this
Excuse my
manufacturer will put cup holders because then they'll sell more. So then this manufacturer has to put cup holders because then they'll sell more.
Ay, caramba.
Yeah, it's all about money. You go down
And yet, once we put them to school, we put them on school buses with no seatbelts.
School buses are safer than vehicles.
But we oh yeah,
but they're
don't let me
safer
down that.
because
Don't
they're
put me down that.
compartmentalized.
Don't put me down that. They have to be seatbelted in our car, but they cannot be seatbelted on a bus.
Yep. One of the only manufacturers for seatbelts for buses that was actually here in Indiana. IMMI, IMMI, right in Westfield, Indiana. They actually manufacture a lot of the buckles and webbing and stuff for car seats and seatbelts as well.
It's all about money. It's all of it's about money.
So think about when you go and buy a vehicle. Those of you out there, how many of you have counted or at least looked for how many cup holders or what type of cup holders are in the vehicle before you buy it?
I don't.
A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Because a lot of people now will take their big who's of them watch it water thingies and see will they fit in whatever.
Okay, well, I can't fit a cup. Now, my husband and I both drive Cadillacs. I have an SUV and he has a big boat. We both had Hondas before this. I'm not going, oh, I drove a Cadillac. No, we had a friend at a Cadillac dealership, so we got good deals. But if the whole cup holder thing was a huge thing for, nobody would buy a Cadillac. Nobody would buy a Cadillac if the cup holders were a deal breaker. Because legitimately, I can only put a can in our cup holders. That's the size of the cup holders in Cadillacs. It holds a 12-ounce can.
Well, now they sell.
So my husband has the little thing where you put inside of it and expands.
Yes, a lot of people are buying those things to make them expand.
Well,
they're whatevers, but
and there's two, and they're sunk in, so like you can't. So like I have a small Arctic, like Yeti, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's the small one, right? But I have a handle on it because I have little hands and I can't. I have no strength for arthritis. I can't hold on to glasses anymore. So mine has a handle on it. Now, if I put mine in, it's a small one, so it fits down in. You can't put another in there because the handle is sunk down in and taking up the other one. That's the only two cup holders in the front. That's it.
That's funny.
And in the back, there isn't any except for the armrest that folds down in the middle. And those only hold the cans too. And the armrest has to be down. So you can only have two people. You can't have three people.
If you want to use your cup
if you want a cup holder, not in the back.
It's
just hysterical.
So going through all this training for you guys are probably bored out of your minds hearing about this. I'm sorry. But going through all this training, like, what the hell? So if you go down the baby aisle, they sell all this stuff to put in cars. The mirrors and the toys and the who's-its and what's. All of that stuff is actually not allowed. If you read the tiny, tiny, tiny fine print, like it says not for use in moving vehicles or different things like that. Like not crash tested, not whatever. It's all about making money. All of it. It's about making money.
Well, so is the $7 Starbucks coffee.
Yep, that I have over here.
So is everything's.
Which last week, right after the podcast, I spilled it.
No, really?
Yeah. And it went in my bag. It actually went in my bag.
Oh.
I thought I stopped it, and it got on my Nova.
Mm-hmm. Is it all okay?
Well, I haven't tried to get it out yet.
Oh, so it's set.
I just noticed it like a couple days ago.
Oh no.
Just take the yarn with us.
Oh no.
It's not bad.
Oh,
it's just a tiny, tiny little,
just a couple little spots.
You can't even see.
You can't even see them. there. Yeah, you can see that one.
But I was like, son of a.
There's a wiggle spot there.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, good thing that particular yarn is.
Yeah, it kind of blends in with the yarn.
Yeah,
it's
all good.
I'm not super worried.
Unlike my my screen.
No, unlike your screen with the dog blood all over.
I don't know if we talked about this, but I had my neighbor's dog over. It's a boxer or whatever she is.
I think
boxer. And I had girlfriends over. We were sitting here doing.
Oh, it was after a podcast.
Was it after podcast?
I think so, because yeah,
well, there was a bunch of us here, and we were just kind of hanging out.
We were making stitch markers. We were helping make stitch markers.
That's right. Yeah. And my neighbor was having a bunch of people over and asked if I could watch their dog for a little bit, for a few hours that day, because she gets excited, and they were having a like dinner or something, lunch. I said, yeah, no problem. Bring her over. And so they did. They brought her over. Well, because I had a bunch of people here, albeit we had no food, and we're all animal lovers. We were playing with her. Well, she gets excited, and she whacks her tail, and it's like a whip.
Yeah, it's hard.
And so she had hit the corners of things so much where she actually broke skin on the end of her tail that none of us noticed. Mm-hmm. Not a single one of us noticed it. So we're sitting around this table here, and Ellie just keeps going from person to person, and we're petting her, and she's wagging her tail. Well, honest to Pete, it looked like a crime scene in here.
One of us finally was like, why is there blood on our hands? Or
yeah, like why? And then we look over, and I have vertical honeycomb shades, and at Ellie height, it's like bloodstained all the way across. It was, and then it's all over the floor.
So this cabinet behind us had blood all over it. The corner
walls.
Cabinet, the walls, like it was.
Oh my God! Awful. And I was like, oh my God!
The whole table all the way around.
Yeah, the floor. It was a crime scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy buckets, So we quick grabbed a paper towel and got her. And, there's 6 of us on the floor cleaning up blood.
Sue comes back from taking her back.
I took her back. I'm like,
she's like, you guys can stop. It's okay.
I don't know what happened with your dog, but I don't think anything bitter. Because I was thinking, good grief, like, did some bug bite her or something, And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, this happens when she gets excited and she whips her tail around and starts hitting things. Oh my God, I felt so bad.
They're going to have to bubble wrap her tail.
I felt so bad. And they're like, no. Don't feel bad.
I'm looking over here and there's still blood on the wall.
Oh, yeah. There's still blood on the wall. Like, yeah. And I've had a cleaner lady here several times.
Yeah.
And I took photos of my shade because they're cloth sort of, and I'm like, and I sent them to my neighbor, and she goes, oh my God, if you can't get that out, let me know, we'll replace them. And I'm like, you're not gonna replace them. I mean, it's super sweet and very nice of you, but I'm not gonna make you replace my no, I'm not. There's no way. And actually, over time, it has kind of faded. I didn't even try. Honestly, I didn't even try to get it out.
Sunshine will do that.
I did take like a damp cloth to it, and that did nothing.
I wonder if
so I just left it.
I wonder if
looks more liquid. Maybe peroxide. It looks more lived in now. It's not as pristine as before.
Just blame it on a little kid that comes over for 4th of July.
Right? Damn kids. I did get a few rows put into this bad boy this week while sitting there with my hubby and in his room watching whatever movie he watches. He was watching Rome this morning, the series.
Oh, okay. I didn't really pay attention to what he was watching. I just came in. But I was knock.
I know. And I
do.
Everybody else on Sunday morning just comes in.
I knock.
Jamie's like, when is Carly coming in? I go 9. And he's like, okay, I'll unlock the door. It was like 8:45. He unlocked the door.
And then I texted, it'll be like 9:15.
And it was like 5 after. It's no big deal.
There was frost on the car.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. And then I also wasn't ready for the waffle fiasco.
No waffle fiasco? That's... So is your mom all done with her blanket?
No, just stopped. She stopped working on it. And if you need to know what we're talking about, watch last week.
Yeah, go back and watch last week.
We're doing this knit along for this blanket. This is section 5, which is what I just finished. So today I put in 2 rows of section 6, which week 6 started today.
Right.
Which I'm trying to frantically work on because I'm not sure how, I don't know that this can fly to DC.
That's kind of big to be on an airplane.
It might go in my luggage though.
Yeah.
On in the hotel.
Are you checking something?
My travel voucher says it allows for a checked bag. So I might, but I don't want it to get lost either.
That's true.
So I don't know.
But you, so that means, so put your clothes in your carry-on, or put that in your carry-on and put your clothes in the check bag, whatever.
Yeah.
You're only there for a couple of days. You could probably get it in your carry-on.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm packing tonight. Anyway, she stopped at section 8. Oh, thank you, Nancy. She, after our texting back and forth about this, she is not working on it. But she did send me, she's working on a shawl right now that is gorgeous. I'll have to get pictures to show you all sometime, but it's beautiful. But she was having problems with the needles that she was using, the cable. She doesn't like the cable. Blah, 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 blah.
So what does she not like about the cable?
It keeps curling up on her.
Oh, okay.
So I said, well, boiling water. Put it in boiling water. It'll relax it. And I said, that's a little hard because it's on your project. But I gave her some of those rubber, like really long cable. I said, just put it on that.
Put it on that.
And then relax your cable and then put it back on the needles.
Yeah.
Well, she ordered, because I gave her for Christmas, I don't know, anyway, last year or the year before, likey needles.
So was that the likey cord that she wasn't liking?
No.
Oh.
No, her set didn't come with a size 3 because she got the 5. I gave her the 5-inch ones.
Oh, okay.
They only go down to size 4. So she ordered just single tips size 3. And I said, well, they're going to be the shorties, which I prefer better than the longer 5-inch needles. I said, but then you can put them on your cables and stuff. So yesterday she's texting me pictures and I'm like, yep, that's exactly right. Like put it on your cable and then just knit onto that. You'll be fine. For me, it's kind of weird because she's always been the one teaching me stuff, crafty stuff. And now she comes to me and is like, and I'm like, well, this is weird that I have the answers for you. So anyway, she's working on that shawl. And then I think she's working on one other thing.
She could have, if she had enough cables, she could have just sized down, slipped it onto a new cable.
Yeah, I don't know. So
yeah.
Anyway, she, I guess yesterday knitted it onto the other ones. I haven't heard how that's going yet, but should be fine. So yes, her blanket, I told her it's still in timeout. Hers is in timeout until February 18th, if that tells you how far ahead she was. She was all the way on section 8, and I'm just starting section 6.
They're supposed to be doing it together.
Yeah. She didn't.
At the same time.
She didn't understand the concept of knit along, or I didn't explain it well enough. I don't know. I'll take part of the blame. But
whatever. She's now officially on board doing it.
Yeah.
This way.
She can't pick it up till the 18th. I gave her a specific date. You can pick it up again on this date. So
maybe she'll get the shawl done then.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? She sent me a picture.
She did. Okay. Well, while she's looking for the picture. Oh, she's got it.
Got it.
That's cool.
It's a chevron shawl. I guess I don't know the name, the maker or anything, but yeah, she saw it in a knitting store. I was like, I want to make that. And her yarn, it's just pooling really.
It is doing some really cool things.
Yeah. So, but Sue has cool stitch markers. Owls. Woo-hoo.
All different colors. Like, come on. They're so cute.
They need to go on all your things.
They're so fun. It's a mystery pack. So you can get, I think, 5, 10, or 15, whatever.
Uh-oh. There we go.
There we go.
We froze for a second. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. So they're pink, yellow, blue, hot pink, purple, all different colors. So because of the size, I didn't think they would be great as needle huggers or as stitch markers. The ring stitch markers. So these are offered on leverbacks and lobster class.
They would make fun earrings. The leverbacks could be earrings.
Yeah.
They would be really fun.
For sure.
Earrings.
Yeah, they would be fun.
You could have different colors on your ears like every day.
So these are their own listing. She's opening up one. So photos for these, it's really hard it was hard for me to figure out how to get photos of these. They are super sparkly. Yeah, and see, they're not even really, I'm going to have to put them on black maybe and see if that works really well. I'm not sure. They are
a little better.
Really sparkly. At any rate, they're mermaids and dolphins and seashells.
This is a unicorn mermaid.
And a kitty cat mermaid.
Another one.
And a bunny mermaid.
This threw me for a loop this morning. I thought they were bunny rabbits. She goes, no, they're merfolks.
Yeah,
I see.
They're mermaids. So that is its own a mystery pack, and I believe maybe I put them in as only leverbacks, but they're a bit big to be on a ring.
Yeah, they're fun though.
They're a little big to be on a ring, but still super fun. Cute for progress keepers.
Tails might be able to, but if they're a mystery pack, then
yeah, it's just a mystery pack.
Because they have these little tails.
I have little whale tails, sparkly whale tails. At any rate, those are the 2 new listings this week. Maybe today.
We do have sunshine here in Indiana.
Yes, we do. So maybe today I have another cat mystery pack going up. Because all things cat are really.
Show you yet.
All things cat are really cool.
They are.
No, we can show them.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, we can show them.
Okay.
We can show you.
I was over the moon about this morning. She, first of all, gets out this giant Tupperware dish. This is all cats.
It's all cats.
The whole thing is cats. And so it's going to
be... My husband, well, okay, so it was really funny. Friday when we came home, he goes, oh, there's a package in front of the door. Like, you know, and I'm like, I'm not expecting anything because usually it's me. And he's like, oh, I have some new razors coming. It's probably my order from Harry's. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he comes in and he walks into my yard room and he hands me the box. He goes, this is not for me.
They're all.
It has a box full of cats.
Different cats.
Yeah, all different kinds of cats. So it'll be a cat mystery pack.
This one has a little pink jewel in it. Oh, I think we're holding up the same one at the same time.
Yep. Oh. Big cats and little cats.
Little loafy cat.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be able to get them in however you want them. If you wanted needle huggers. Her favorite. Our favorite is this one. It's a black cat with the moon.
We have little artsy cats.
At any rate, I don't have photos. They're not up yet, but they will be.
All things
cat.
Oh, there was the little bell one. Did you show the little bell?
No, I didn't.
This one is a little bell. It's a cat.
It's a cat head bell. It's just too cute.
Jingles.
So my husband was like, that was for you. What was in it? And I go, cats. like
he should just be grateful they're not
cats.
real
And I go,
cats.
yeah, cats.
Because he's allergic. So he can have these kinds of cats in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a box of cats.
This one's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could show you all. Like, I could sit here and show you cats all day, but
Yeah.
that would get boring for you all.
It would be. But if you're a cat lover, this is going to be the listing for you. For sure.
Unless they all go missing.
They could.
I don't need that.
They could. You don't need that many cats.
I did bring one fun thing today.
Yes. There's enough of that.
Shove my blanket out of the way.
By the way, I got these containers on Etsy. Or not on Etsy, on Amazon. They're bento. They're awesome. They're awesome.
I like containers like that.
They're great for food, but they're also great for this because I can keep them separate.
So she's got the finished side and the unfinished side. And hopefully I didn't put any back in the wrong.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
I don't think
I sometimes throw them in the wrong side. So,
well, I subscribed. I don't normally subscribe to things on like a monthly basis just because then I feel like I can't like just buy yarn because I know that I have something coming.
You have something coming.
But a friend of mine showed on Instagram or Facebook, I don't know, her Yarnable subscription. And it's from Hypnotic Yarn, if you've heard of them. But they have something called Yarnable. It's a monthly subscription. It is a waiting list to get on it, but I will tell you that I put myself on the waiting list, and then by the next month, I was on the list to get the subscription. So
cool.
It was super short wait. Now maybe not after I tell all of you about this because there's so many of you, but anyway, I subscribed. There's several different levels of subscription. You could get like one skein of yarn, one skein and a complimentary skein. Like there's like four or five different levels.
Okay.
So the one I did was like $55, I think, 50 somewhere in there. I was going through my statements. Where did I buy this through?
Right.
So this is February's. It's beautiful. It's got blues and pinks and purples. And it's called Love is Love. This is their sock. I got a lot of the pink covered up, but there's some pink.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like it.
I love these colors. They could go in your blanket, but they're not going to.
No. Yeah, no, they're not going to.
And then I got this blue, which I don't necessarily think this blue.
I don't think it really goes with it.
It kind of goes.
Kind of.
Anyway, I still love it. This is a Karen color.
Yeah.
And a Colleen color.
Right, Karen Colleen.
This is a Sue and Carly color.
Right.
The one skein of yarn came in a nice little linen. Yeah, linen bag. And then you get goodies with it. So I got this zipper pouch.
It's the goodie pack.
Which, who doesn't need a good zipper pouch in like every bag? It comes with a tea, and it's passion fruit punch tea, but it's like a
lollipop.
Like you dunk this heart popsicle into your tea, and then it makes tea. And on the back it says tea on a stick.
Tea on a stick.
Tea on a stick. It's 100% natural.
Awesome. I'm loving that.
It came with like a little did you know card, and then you scratch it off, and I could get 10% off any other Hypnotic yarns.
Oh, fun. With a QR code too.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it says, did you know the tradition of women proposing to men on Leap Day dates back to the 5th century Ireland when St. Bridget complained to St. Patrick about women having to wait too long for a proposal. I never knew that was a thing.
I didn't either.
But now I do. And I chuckled because my husband and I got married on Leap Day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
So our first real anniversary is this year. Oh. We have Leap Day this year.
Yes.
Anyway, fun fact. Then it came with a little Notions pouch. Do more of what makes you happy, which is super cute. Again, like every bag needs a Notion pouch, in my opinion.
Yes.
Bag. And then a lotion bar, which I have not tried yet because this literally came in the mail yesterday. but as a lotion bar called Goddess of Love, and it says it's like a lip balm for the rest of your body. So
nice.
I thought this was really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm
like
going to do it for a year, maybe, see what it's like. Because I feel like if you do a subscription, you got to give it some time to see if you like it or not.
Agreed.
Because they're not going to get everybody's favorite stuff every month. Like, that's not.
No.
And then the other side of this card tells you like about what stuff's in your little bag. But I don't know if it's the tea or the lotion made the whole box smell so good. So when I opened it, I was like sniffing everything. Like,
I wonder if they just spray. They just
I don't know.
spray the box.
It's kind of gone. But
Wrap tissue paper in.
I don't know. But I think it's the tea. I think it was the. Yeah, it's the smell. The tea.
It's
Everything
the tea
smelled
smell.
like. Yeah.
Let me smell.
It smells really good.
It smells like lavender.
Like I could just use that as perfume.
They say it's passion fruit. That smells like lavender to me.
See, there's lavender in it.
No, I don't know.
Pineapple, mango bits, rose petals, orange petals, green tea, and plant-based stabilizing gum.
No lavender.
No lavender.
None at all. Does smell good though. It would be a good perfume.
Yeah, it made everything smell. And it was what's funny is it was in a zippered pouch.
Right.
In the box. And then still made everything smell amazing. So.
That's fun though.
Maybe I'll just have to save that. Put it in all the knitting bags.
Yeah. Yeah, just put that in all your mini bags or in your underwear drawer,
So. Anyway, I'm not sure what these are going to grow up to be. They will not be put together.
I don't think so.
I think they could go together. I mean,
if in the right sort of project, maybe, but
I don't think that, in my opinion, they're not close enough.
Yeah.
But this one is called,
or far enough apart. Like, like if this was a dark blue and then this, they're too close in color, but they're just
too different.
Fun.
Yeah. This one's called Kindred Spirit.
I do too. Like the name.
This is
and I like the color.
220 yards and 437 yards.
So they may have been thinking of like heel toe, and you could probably get away with that for a pair of socks.
If I were a sock knitter, I'm not
a
sock knitter.
Right.
I'm trying to be.
Are you really?
Yes, I am trying. I'm still working on those damn socks remember that yarn that was painted? The picture.
Oh,
I'm still. Yeah, those are still in that bag. They don't really get worked on though. Maybe that would be a good airplane project though.
It would be. But you don't seem too enthused about that.
No, I think I'll do my ANOVA.
Okay. Yeah, I still have my Musselburgh. So that if I was going to be on an airplane, that would be
that one's in timeout.
Your Musselburgh?
Yeah.
Mine is in my work bag.
Maybe I could just rip it out and start over.
What's that?
My Musselburgh.
Mm-hmm. Why is it in timeout?
The numbers aren't coming out right.
Oh.
And I'm that type of personality where they need to like match what the pattern says. Like it can't be.
And how many are you supposed to have?
I don't remember. It's been in timeout too long.
Yeah.
It's been in timeout since November.
Holy buckets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was supposed to be a retreat project, and then it got put into timeout because the numbers didn't line up.
Have you seen mine lately?
I don't think so.
It's pink. You have to see it. I'll get it.
Probably steal it.
It's very possible that you will.
I was actually going to ask her about a hat. I don't have any hand knit hats. I think I've given all mine away.
I
or
have
sold
drawers
them.
full of them. You could just go take.
But I'm thinking I need a hat for DC because it's going to be cold.
Yeah, I have drawers full. You can steal them.
Even if it's just borrowed, like I'll give it back. Okay, Okay, I think I did see this part of it, but I had not seen this part going to the sparkly and then into the pink.
And then into
Yeah,
another pink.
This is being
So I'm just gonna do
stolen, thieved, robbed from her.
I'm just gonna do until I have enough where I can make a decent a relatively decent pom-pom. Because I think I'm gonna put
Stop it, it's sparkly.
I know.
It's so soft. I wish you guys could have like feel-o-vision through this.
Because
it is
it's like silk and mohair.
Oh, is this mohair? I can't have it if it's mohair. Don't make me itch.
I'll tell you.
I'm surprised I'm not itching already.
It's 50% silk, this is why. So it's 50% silk, 40% wool, and 10% mohair.
No, I won't be able to wear it.
But this part isn't. This is the part that would be around here.
I know I still wouldn't be able to wear it though, because even touching this, I'll start itching later on today.
But it'd just be your hair part, and I don't think it would be touching your
but touching it
skin.
to put it on, I will start itching. Like my face will start itching later on today.
Really?
I rubbed my face all over it.
I'm sorry. We shouldn't have done that then.
It's all right.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I have this much of this pink. So I would typically
They almost look like the same.
They're not. They're different.
I know, but they almost look. They're very similar.
This is
This is more pinky pink, and this is more rosy pink.
Oh. These two are exactly the same.
Oh.
The white.
They were different.
The white is a different fiber.
Oh, okay.
The white in the middle is a different fiber, but it had the same sort of halo feel to it, but it's a different company. And I think what?
Itchy.
Oh, you're itchy already. I'm sorry. I should have told you.
Sorry.
I didn't know.
It's not. I'm not super. I think it's just a minor, like a teeny tiny, like.
There is no mohair in it, so you're not going to itch.
Everything's
so
fine.
this is my to-go project.
That's beautiful.
And you can do it blind, like at a movie theater, because you're just knitting in the round. Really?
I can do it with thicker yarn, but I can't feel the tiny yarn enough to do it in the dark.
I've tried. I'm sorry.
It ends up bad.
Can you guys knit in the dark, or
like
without watching while you're watching a movie or something? Just knitting. Don't I'm not talking like a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. No. Just knit in the round.
But I think the sensitivity in my fingers, I've dulled it enough.
Oh, like you wore off your fingerprints.
I still have fingerprints because I did just get TSA
pre-check.
I think we talked about it.
Brilliant.
So I went Friday.
Yeah.
Did all the stuff, went in.
Is it still $80?
78 for 5 years.
Yeah.
Cheap.
It's super cheap.
My husband is refusing to do it though.
Well, then he can go through the through the hamster line.
I said, well, I'm not waiting for you. I said, but it prevents you from having to do all the things you hate doing, taking off your belt, taking off your shoes, all the things you bitch about.
And it's not like they like you don't have to have a cavity search to get your pre-check. You just
I said I walked in, filled out a couple computer screens, did my fingerprints. He filled out a couple screens, took my credit card, and I left.
Exactly.
And literally, I probably shouldn't be telling you guys this, but they're like, it'll take 3 to 60 days. We always tell people up to 60 days to be safe for your pre-check number, blah, blah, blah. I had it by yesterday. I mean, Friday, I had my number by yesterday.
Yeah. It doesn't take them that long.
So.
Mine just expired.
Oh, no, you need to renew it. It's only.
I know.
You have to do it within so many days of it expiring.
I know.
For the cheaper rate.
I'll just have to. I have no plans of flying at any time soon.
That's true. The people you flew to moved to the same town.
They moved here.
In Minnesota, you usually drive.
And then usually, like if I'm flying with Jamie somewhere, I'm kind of a flight snob. I've gotten to be a kind of a snob when
Excuse me.
So for the most part, I go first class. And first class gets pre-check anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you might not need to renew.
So
I've never flown first class. Too cheap.
I just use his points. I've never paid for it.
He flies enough.
He flies a lot, and he usually books business.
I don't get to get any points for my flights.
And then a good majority of the time, because he's at such a status for, they end up getting booked. You bump him to first.
Yeah. Oh shit! I think I need to check in for my flight when we get off here. I have to check in.
So Nancy says she's knitted in the movie theater. Yes, I would too. I could too.
I really wish I could, y'all. I've tried. I have tried. But I can't do it unless I'm knitting with something, and like carrying this into the movie theater probably wouldn't be.
Yeah, no. Well, and then that's not all just the knit stitch.
No, but I have sections that are.
Yeah.
Yes. Right now I'm knit purl. Well, knit one row, purl a row, which you hate.
I do. And this is knit 3 rows and purl 1, and I hate the purl row.
And it's getting bigger, right?
And it's getting, every other row you're adding 4 stitches.
So pattern writers out there, I love you, but so many of you start from this end, the tiny end on a shawl,
and go
to the big end. Can you please start writing them from the big end to the tiny end?
Down to the tiny end, so each row gets shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. But then we would bitch about having to cast on 747 stitches.
I would much rather cast on that many and get smaller and smaller and smaller, though.
Well, I would too, but
or write your patterns in such a way that it would be reversible. Like, if you want to start it at the tiny end, start it at the tiny. I would even pay a little bit more money for the pattern
to be
if you wrote it that way,
forward or backwards.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. On that note,
I could do the math on that one.
We probably should let these poor folks go. Spend an hour and 3 minutes. We love you guys, though.
Well, you could do orgasm forward or backwards. That's fine.
It doesn't stay the same.
It's a rectangle.
Yeah, it stays the same. Okay. Maybe I should.
So you start small, you get bigger, and you go straight down, and then you get small again.
I should not cast on any more new projects.
You should start an orgasm.
Yeah, that could be my airplane project.
Yeah, you could. Do you have 3 of the same skeins, or?
I have a fade. I would do it in this fade.
Oh, yeah. Do it in a fade. Orgasm in a fade. That would be brilliant.
Or I could do minis in a rainbow.
That would be fun, too.
A rainbow orgasm?
Oh, my God. Who has a rainbow orgasm? Carly does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that also limits the size of your shawl. I guess true. Yes, Carolyn, that's a good point, because if you go from small to big, you can keep going to make it bigger. But...
You could.
First world knitting problems. First world knitting problems.
Yeah.
I don't know where my stitch stopper went.
I know
who has a bunch of them, though.
Yeah, you do. You do know somebody who has them. Did you really lose your... I don't know. You lost it. It's okay. We know where there's more. We're going to let you guys go. Hope you have a good week.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Deb back for next week?
I think she's back today sometime. So Deb should be back next week.
Okay.
We can hear all about her crazy Hawaii cruise.
Yeah.
She had a lot of sea days, so we didn't get a ton of pictures from her.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get
She'll tell us all about it though.
I did get a few. I'll have to throw a few up on Instagram for you guys to see what she did send us. But yes, she's been on a boat for the last 3 weeks.
I get a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I do too.
I do. I get jealous.
I do too. I'm like,
The green monster comes out.
Can I just like tuck into your luggage
Yep.
somehow? Like, it would have to be like Titanic luggage, like, a big steamer trunk. Like, I wouldn't fit into a little side bag.
Ma'am, these are over the 50-pound limit.
You've maxed out your weight limit here on this one.
That's gonna cost you about $3,000.
Oh, they don't weight limit your bags into the ship.
No, but she flies to the port.
But I can fly there. I can fly to the port.
Oh, and
you
then
just
climb
gotta
in.
you just gotta steal me to the boat
And then climb into the steamer trunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we could get a storage if she starts going out of the same port most of the time. We could get a storage unit down there to hold our steamer trunks. And then we wouldn't have to travel those back and forth.
But she goes out of
all the ports.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's out of London. Okay, well, fine. We'll fly to London. Singapore
That's
is
the one
this time this year. That's like a 30-day cruise, right? I think.
I don't know that I could do that long.
Oh, I could.
I probably could. I love it. I never thought I would love cruising, and now I'm like, let's go again. I just told my husband this week, I said, our next cruise is to Antarctica because I want to play with the penguins. They probably won't get me back on the boat if I see penguins. I will be left behind with the penguins.
But it's cold, so
I will be left behind with the penguins. I am so obsessed with penguins. I want one to live with me.
Okay, that's a little cray-cray.
Well, I'm not going to do it, but I want it.
It's a little cray-cray.
And then the other vacation I told him I want to go on, I've never been to an all-inclusive resort. I want to go to an all-inclusive resort somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me like, you're crazy. And I said, oh, that's what I want. So
that's what I want. I have to say what I want. That's what I want.
Doesn't mean it'll happen. It's what I want. So anyway,
we're gonna go find her a hat.
Have a wonderful one, and probably a stitch holder because my pink one has wandered away.
It's disappeared. It
somewhere.
found a new home. Not in my vacuum. I don't.
It probably will end up in your vacuum.
Nope, not mine. In my cleaning lady, she brings her own vacuum.
Oh, okay. All right. She probably has picked up several.
She probably has. I come home with last time my cleaning lady came through, and there's like 5 dinosaurs and a pair of tights on my table, and I'm like, they're not. I don't have dinosaurs anymore in my house.
Or little baby tights.
Or little girl tights. No, I don't. Thinking maybe they're our friends.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I went over to get a tissue, and I said, "Do you have dinosaurs over here?"
Yeah, it's not something you see in my living room very often.
Nope. I might have wanted to sit down and play with them.
I still have the nativity set up.
We can do Jurassic Park with them.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I'm sure that's what Ollie was doing with them.
Oh, what is Mrs. Doubtfire where he does the dinosaur? Dun, dun, dun.
That's a movie I need to watch again.
We watched Disney movies last night.
That's such a great movie.
We watched Wish, which is kind of celebrating Disney's 100th anniversary. So good. So good. You can pick up all these little pieces where they added in like all the other Disney movies into it. So amazing. And then we watched Encanto after that. So good. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So good. That's what we did last night. But now you're going to have to watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
I am.
That's going to be stuck in my head today now.
Yeah. That and penguins.
And penguins. I want to go play with them in Antarctica.
Okay. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
You have a good week.
It's not a touchdown, Carly.
It's not a touchscreen.
And it's still recording.